In that last video, I talked a little bit about some exercises you can do to really not only center yourself and get in flow, but really to expand yourself even beyond your body, which is a very powerful way to live. I want to give you an exercise that was given to me, oh man, back in my early 20s. It never had a cool name, this exercise. It was given to me, I think it was called the ego wipe, which is the weirdest name for a technique I think I've ever heard. But really, I don't care. If you have a better name for this, by the way, once you do it, email me and give it to me. I struggle with this stuff. So, here's what I want you to do. I want you to get really centered. Breathe, connect. Play with some of those exercises to where you have that higher level of awareness of your space. And go for a walk where there are people. Go for a walk in the mall or on a busy street. And here's all you have to do in this exercise is maintaining your own emotional neutrality, walk past people, and really deeply experience them. I want you to see if you can use that awareness to experience a little flavor of their emotions and who they are. Now you can do this with your eyes, you can look at their body language, their facial expression, and you can imagine how you would feel if you were moving with that body language and that facial expression. But even more powerfully, just forget everything else, forget the mind, and just feel how they feel. Don't attach to it, just notice it. Forget it, move on. The next person you see, just kind of get a little flavor of who they are and what they're about and where they're operating from. And do this for 10 minutes. Now you might find it a little tiring because this is not the kind of thing that we normally do with our time, right? This is a little off to the left, but here's the cool thing. Not only does this make going to the mall, or guys, having to go to the mall to shop with your wife, it makes it more interesting when you can play with stuff like this, but imagine you get this skill down. Imagine the next time you're in a business meeting. You walk in, you shake hands with somebody, you start to get a little flavor of what kind of state they're in, what they're all about. Are they having a good day or a bad day? What are their values? You start to size people up very quickly, not through thought, but through feeling. Likewise, when you're presenting on stage like I do sometimes, you're able to not just get a flavor of individuals, but what you'll notice as you breathe and you relax and you open up in this way, you'll start to experience the feeling and the energy of the entire crowd, the entire audience, which is such an important skill. Most people who present on a regular basis can talk about this, but what I'm saying is there are ways to develop this faster and better. So when you start to experience where the audience is at, you might start to feel a little bit of slack. You might start to feel like they're getting distracted. Now it's a good time to either slow down or speed up or tell a story or move to a different part of the stage or get the attention back or get vulnerable and get honest, whatever it takes. If you just stand on a stage and talk at people, you will not be successful. If you can create this kinesthetic, feeling-based, backwards and forwards, almost tidal relationship with your audience, it's powerful. But it all starts with this exercise. So like I say, empty out, go somewhere where there are people, and walk around, and for 5-10 minutes, you might not get it. Do it some more. I guarantee if you keep at it, you'll start to have experiences and you'll start to notice very subtle things. But when you notice subtle things, you become more powerful because you're seeing the world in ways that other people are not. You're seeing opportunities other people miss. And you're gaining knowledge which most people are oblivious to. So I highly encourage you to go and do this exercise. Let me know how it goes. And in the next exercise, or the next video, one should say, we're going to talk about a couple of ways that you can begin to very rapidly and effectively on a daily basis get more in touch with your unconscious part of your being, process your shit, and get it out of the way so you can have a better life. Come back to the next video and we will discuss that, my friend.